everybody. All right, we're here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the beatzillapdx official show. I am your host, beatzillapdx, officially. All right, let's get this banner going here. Well, how is everybody doing this week? Hopefully, the notifications are going out. Let's see. We will see. You know, YouTube is doing a real crazy thing right now, and they are shadow banning the hell out of even the smallest content creators. Gladly. So let's see here. I'm sure this notification has not went out. So, okay, bear with me one second. Let me see if I can get this. Do it from another. Come on now. So we've seen a lot has happened this week. Have we? All right, there we go. So, in recent events, we have had a classic meltdown, and also just watching how just watching the reaction of people who were basically trying to make the new black media look some kind of way for their own nefarious agenda, of course, because as we are witnessing the ungodding of superiority, or false superiority, rather. Um, and I hope everybody understands that. Because, see, we do have generations that were before us that just kind of raised a generation of coons. You know, I've had things said to me that, I should just look to basically more or less kind of skin and grin, which is not really my style. I think anybody who knows me know that's not my style at all. So with that being said, we have so many people feeling so many different ways because of what they saw on January 6th, which they should. Because, see, for so many years, we've had, the disadvantage of witnessing nothing but the effects of white supremacy while the rest of the world got a chance to ignore it. However, these things here uh, that are happening now, see, that's the big change. And no, I don't want that. So, with that change being made, which, it's people's minds are looking at things differently now. As well, you should. We should not continue in the old way of thinking when we are witnessing so many different things before our face. You know what I mean? And right now, we have to own our own narrative. And we're doing that. We're doing that. Everybody in the new black media is important. Everybody in the new black media, from the moderators to the people who are on Twitter, the people who are on Instagram, and who engage these positive, uplifting group topics. Because, see, a lot of people, they'll look at things like this. Because we're not including everybody in our conversation, which as well we shouldn't. That seems to bother people. You understand? People are real triggered and bothered when we leave them out. And there's nothing wrong with leaving people out, because sometimes we just need things for us, Um, we definitely need things for us. And right now, best thing that we have going for Black America right now, especially foundational Black Americans, is the fact that new Black media is controlling the narrative and the grassroots movement. I don't mean Black Lives Matter. No disrespect, but that's not what I'm talking about. So maybe that still ain't gonna take me where I need to go. This is ridiculous. All right. So hopefully my notifications are going out. Like I said, this is a smaller platform, still building it, but nonetheless, I get shadow banned, which is crazy. People try to find this channel and had a monstrous time trying to get in. So, hey, Queen Adia. Hey, Judah Queen. Yes, indeed. We are here. Absolutely. And, everybody is needed. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Because I don't think people expected such a wave of collective movement and voice. And being able to do that, here we finally go. Do you know they actually shadow banned me from getting into my own live streams? Go figure. I mean, literally, like I had to do all of that just to get into my own chat. So yeah, they're doing a lot. They're doing a lot. And that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. Because the one thing about it is as everybody starts interacting with one another, everybody starts even just thinking on the same collective wavelength. You know what I'm saying? Still exact. Shout out, salute. As we start moving forward, these people are really. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm in the mix, but I'm also behind the scenes. So this is the platform where I get a chance to interact with everybody. And also something I do want to do. I want to in my next broadcast, which will be later on today. I'm basically just highlighting foundational Black Americans and the new Black media, and we'll be talking about that. So I might actually even have try to work a call-in time on that. But with that being said, let me open this other window. We have recently seen the flip out from this guy out there in I don't even know what the hotel actually is, to be quite honest. I just know that with everything that's happened, they pretty much made Tariq Nasheed the bad guy for just reposting a video. It was a neutral post. Um and it's crazy. Just it being a neutral post and just showing the ungodding. They just hate it because for years they've had the luxury of us looking at them as if they were better than us. And that's a luxury that is no longer being afforded. So now that we have ourselves looking to ourselves for ourselves, the white supremacists are very, very, very upset. And you can see that just by the way we interact, like, say, for instance, on Twitter. When we're on Twitter, just going back and forth, talking amongst ourselves, mind you, this is just all foundational Black Americans and even the family that's not foundational Black Americans that support what we're doing. Just having a inter-family conversation. They are so disturbed by how we feel. And then this instance with this guy is really amazing because they're like, oh, well, you guys are so insensitive. Well, that's not really our job. You know what I mean? Our job is not to be overly sensitive to groups that aren't sensitive to us. Does that make sense? So with that being said, let me go ahead and further add to the insensitivity. Insensitivity. Holiday Inn. Yeah, what city or state was that, Judah Queen? You know, I'm gonna share my screen here. There we go. Let's see. There we go. All right. So let's just do this, shall we? All right. You can see that. What's going in there? The world's in an uproar.
Because you all made a mistake?
Not really, no.
So you want to get mad and hit the computer because you made a mistake? Because your company made a mistake? You want to take it out on me?
I'm not taking it out on you.
So why did you get mad and hit the computer? Why did you get mad and hit the computer?
Because I have no.
I'm sure you're on camera, right?
Yeah, I am.
I'm sure you're on camera. So this is the type of people they have working here.
You ruined my whole life, man.
Wow. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Because you all made a mistake?
Right. So, okay. So, here we go. So, yeah, there's no slurs, there's none of that. And he would have came out in the conversation, and it didn't. But you had an opportunity to throw extras out there that don't exist. Because again, I saw something that one of these other LGBTQ groups put out there concerning this video, basically lying. And well, no, they weren't basically lying; they were completely lying. And we're talking about how the racial slurs were there, or not racial slurs, but the gay slurs were there, which weren't, and tried to tie in Buck Breaking, the movie, which comes out tomorrow. Today's Thursday. It comes out tomorrow. Actually, you could pre-order it now at buckbreaking.com, I believe, because I actually pre-ordered mine. So you could definitely go do that. I know that. But yeah, so the world is upset. What's so funny is when we were on Twitter concerning this situation, man, well, these people got upset. These people got real upset. But see, for me, growing up here in Portland, Oregon, it gives you a real good insight on the psyche of the white supremacists. This is the first no Negro state, maybe the only, and it's the 33rd state in the union. So there's a lot of they think this is a special place for these people. Just put it to you that way. There's a lot of movies and stuff shot here. I believe some of E.T. was shot here. If you don't know, Yahoo, Google, Facebook, Twitter, they're here. Microsoft got a hub here. Nike, Adidas, their headquarters are here. Something else is here. Something else. But yeah, so there's a lot that goes on in this area that a lot of people probably just aren't aware of or based out of here. But they are. And a large part of it is because of like gentrification and redlining. So here, what they do is, and like anywhere, I would say, I would dare to ask or tell anyone, if you want to know where your black neighborhoods that were affluent used to be, look for where the freeway, hospital, or stadium, sports stadium is. And usually that's that's where you guys were. You know what I mean? Because even in this city, they did it. Uh, One of the historical black churches, which they are a historical black church, but are not in their original location, because that's where the Rose Garden sits, where the Portland Trailblazers play. So, um, and then Emmanuel Hospital, I think I've said this on my lives before, but where our Emmanuel Hospital sits, we had a branch of the Black Panthers here. I'm born in the 70s. They tore that building down like early 70s and leveled the block for the hospital, Emmanuel Hospital. Do you know that that is still an empty lot to this day? So over 45 years, actually, I think close to 50, because I think they tore it down in like 71. So, yeah, they they uh they definitely came through and blew our neighborhood up. Our neighborhood here was called Albina. It still is, but right now, if you guys noticed, there was a protest that went here down not too long ago about the Red House. That's like right in our hood, you know, where we grew up at. Nonetheless, it gives you a very good insight, because see, what we see here, the average person doesn't see. So like, they don't show the white people that we see here on TV. You don't see that. If you listen to Jason Black can tell you, uh, he can kind of give you an idea, because he definitely understands. He's been through here. You know what? Because again, this is about the unguiding of the false sense of superiority. So let me do this here. Let me get rid of this. Stop that screen, and let me show y'all something else. Let's see if I can get in here. And hopefully I don't get a, well, I shouldn't. I put my disclaimer in here already, so it's in the description. Because some dude actually like rolled through my town, and just like, I guess he goes through different neighborhoods and people's hoods, and he just so happened to catch Portland. And they don't show this aspect on TV. Because I told you, I was like, I'm really thinking about just driving through my city so y'all can see what I see every day. Because, you know, when you control media and you are able to control the narrative, you're always able to control how people are looking at you. And then you can also control how people view others. So, you know, we have definitely fell victim to that, by way of, you know, there we go. Let me see if I can play this. Let's play. Okay. Probably have to turn that down. Okay, let me share my screen here. Okay, there we go. And you know what? I'm gonna turn that sound off. So this is a person who goes through and on YouTube and load. You know, they just drive. They drive through different cities and show you the hood and show you the stuff in people's cities that you don't ever really actually see. So, with that being said, this is kind of what you'll see if you came through the city of Portland. Can y'all see that? Okay, let me go ahead and make that screen big. Okay, and let me. Can I get that? There we go. yeah, that's what it looks like here. So if you can see where this is you know, right here in the city. This is not on the outskirts whatsoever. You understand? This is what you'll see. Now, just take a look at the people. When Jason Black tell you to get that little Kit Kat, he ain't playing with you. This is like right not too far from this area here. You're actually going into neighborhoods. You understand? You're literally going into neighborhoods right on the other side of these railroad tracks. Look at all that out there. And this is Portland, Oregon. This ain't Skid Row, L.A. You know, just look. So this is MLK. This is what we would call the hood, the Wells Fargo Bank. And if you've noticed, some of the protests have been over here. So that's why these banks are boarded up. They are actually open, but and same as Boost, they're open, but they just have all of their windows boarded up. So they're still operating, although it might look, this is probably like a Saturday or Sunday or something. So that's why nothing's moving. There's our food cart, one of our food carts over there. As you see, the streets are still kind of mangled, so you could still tell you're in the traditionally black side of town, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. So just take a look around. Like this right here is what we would call the hood, basically. Um, you know, but yeah, this is what they don't show you on TV. Now, for the paid protesters that come and destroy and start tearing up stuff, they're over in these neighborhoods. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going over to the west side. The west side looks nothing like this. Okay? Be clear on that. I mean, as soon as these cats would step foot over in the west side, whoop. Yeah, but they'll let you come over here to the east side and tear this up all you want to. Because, see, look at these historical churches right here. They can't get a hold of those buildings. So what they'll do, they will have a mysterious fire or, you know, they'll do some ill type of stuff like what they did to Bethel here, claim eminent domain. And they still do that. Now, look at all that electricity. This isn't a neighborhood. You see this? So just think. This and most of these folks is white. I'm just let's keep it real. And there's a lot of meth. Uh, as you can see, this is still the hood. You know? Hey, what's up, Southern D? Davis Austin in the house. My sister Judah Queen. Queen, howdy y'all. Yeah, we are here. Yeah, so this is all still like North Portland. People, matter of fact, right here at this park, a few people have been killed within the last week or two. So as white as this place is, the smoke is heavy. You understand? Unfortunately. But this neighborhood right here is right over there where they put Emmanuel Hospital. So this area is basically our old affluential black business district. Oh, oh man. And this one right here, you know what? I should have played the sound, but I won't. Uh, so anyway, just letting you guys see a taste of what you'll see in some of these cities. And most of these people, I just wish he would have went down one more street, because we have a street here called Powell that shows you everything that you need to know about what's happening with these people. But with that being said, do you know that these people still get the benefit of the doubt? So these are the people who these relaxed drug laws were for. It's for these people. It's not for black folk at all. And, so understand, just looking at that, we're starting to see more and more and more of the true face of whiteness. You know what I mean? We are literally seeing more and more of the true face of whiteness. And that's probably their biggest issue. Well, we know it is, because now you see a guy that's flipping out, and instead of saying, hey, maybe he should go get a less stressful job. Now, here's the other thing too, which is so funny. This guy has caked up, I think, probably now over $50,000. Last I heard, it was over 40. So he's doing all right. Let's not shed too many tears for him. What we can say and what we can cheer at, and you can be happy about the fact that the pressure of the new black media was so heavy, so heavy, that anything that we're sharing amongst each other bothers them. And reason being is because if I can talk to you and say, no, this is them, they want to be the one to say, no, this is us. And so they can dress it all up as they want to. What the difference is with people such as myself, growing up here, I'm very numb to a lot of stuff. One being the fact of what everybody is using as an excuse for his bad behavior and flame out is that he was having a bad day. Well, let me tell you something. Being from here, and some of these white folks just having to wait or serve black folk, oh, that'll make them have a bad day. That'll be a bad day for them right there. I remember being in the airport with my wife a few years. Man, it's probably about, maybe 10 years ago. And we're in the airport, I think over 10 years ago. And we're just over here chilling. You understand? Chilling. We're waiting for our flight. And we said, okay, we got enough time. Let's go sit down and eat. So while we're eating, there's somebody else, this couple that's sitting, a few tables away. They could not take their eyes off of us. And the thing about it is, I've been in these situations to where understanding how they can't even stand to see black folks happy, especially for those real, real deep anti-black racist white supremacists. They really, really, really can't stand to see us happy and enjoying ourselves like they are enjoying themselves. It's deep. I was working one time. I had, on my job as an office. So I think I've said this before, but I had my my background screen of my vacation photos. Like, hey, here's us enjoying ourselves. Here's me and my wife in front of this big fountain. Blah blah blah. And so as the pictures go back in the background, I guess while I would be on lunch or something, they seeing the pictures on my screen. So you're literally torturing yourself to go to my my work area just to look at my computer to be mad about my pictures of my vacation. This is who we're dealing with out here, y'all. So what they actually did, and I wouldn't have known what the situation was. I had a white boss who he's like actually an Italian from San Francisco. So San Francisco, they're very, very, very liberal, open-minded. And some of them people just haven't really been heavy on the white supremacy type tip. Well, they gave me a boss that was one, and he actually decided to leave this whole state. He was like, no. Because the problem was they expect him to go along with their racism. And so what they told him is to tell me to take my pictures down off of my computer because some of my coworkers were offended. Yeah, you heard it right. They were offended by me and my wife enjoying our vacation. Are you kidding? But this is what we're talking about. And so just like when you see people hop up on these things and have so much to say, just remember, like, these people are in a mind state that is completely off kilter, and it is completely whacked, and it's completely demonic. White supremacy is the religion of Satan. You know, a lot of people ain't just want to just come out and say that. And, you know, with that being said, it's kind of hard for people like that to talk out against someone for being racist, but yet they do it anyway. So, I mean, while calling me a gorilla, I was being called racist on Twitter. How's that work? Literally in the process of calling me a gorilla, I'm racist though. They're losing their minds, y'all. They are losing their minds. And you know, good. That's a good thing. Because it's long overdue. We have, man, well, look how much we had to endure. You know, is this what, let me see, is this what I want? Yeah. So again, they always want to make sure that they could be in control of how black folks view themselves, how people view each other, which for so long they really have. They really, 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 really have controlled that narrative. And now we're changing it. All right. And so with us being able to change it, this is one of the things that now they are really upset about. Let's hit that. Can I play that? Let's go there. Full screen. There we go. See, never forget. Never forget. This is them. And so, you know, they want to make sure that we want to see these people as innocent children, and oh man, they just, you know, having a bad day. No, these people harbor evil in their hearts. You understand me? And you know, you didn't get in this position by giving a damn about foundational Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? And walking in there with a Confederate flag shows you where their allegiance is. So, you know, they always come back with the whole we're being divisive talk. Yeah. Oh, how about that? We're going to just waltz right on in there, and we're going to be in the Capitol with a Confederate flag. So, yeah, I'm just letting that run. Because now, this is really the point I want to make. So everything that we have just been able to witness from, what's his name? I'm not sure what that, Caleb, I think is his name is. So Caleb just got a chance to cake out for freaking out, you know? And they rewarded that all because they hate Tariq Nasheed. And they hate the new Black media. And they hate Black folks in general. Because at the end of the day, how special are you to have to be the one group of people to endure this type of slavery, but still be copied from every other culture, while they're telling us we have no culture? Whew. See, this is the thing. Everybody else got on board with our oppression. We don't owe nobody nothing. They all together. So if you ask me, if you can't have your cake and eat it too. You want to be over there, then you get a chance to stay over there. Just better hope that's the winning team at the end of the day. But they're not really looking like they're winning much right now these days, are they? Looks like they're taking a bunch of L's in their holy Rahowa month of April. Remember, we're in spiritual warfare, y'all. And something to definitely understand about me is I play chess, not checkers. You got to understand, majority of everything you're going to be dealing with is going to be a spiritual situation. And so you got to move accordingly. Also, with that being said, make sure you vet everybody. You know, like I say, you can go hear what I was talking about back in the 2000s. You know, since I've been on YouTube, you can hear what I've been talking about. And so this is a different kind of platform. But I'm still exactly the same. I'm bringing the same truth. It's just not as scripture orated. But you know, if you live it in, if it's in you, then it's in you, and it's gonna show. So what's in you is always coming out. So you know, I live it like that. You did. Oh man, they're definitely losing, man. They're losing so tough that anything, especially like this month is important. And I want y'all to see how, like, anybody remember how February, how Black History Month this year started? Anybody remember February 1st? There was a little incident. If Karen's gone wrong, oh man, I don't have that to pull up. But if you don't remember, just look up shooting on February 1st, 2021. Double shooting. And then there was actually he went and killed himself. So yeah, you know, these things it's been a rough year. And here's another thing. We also got to make sure that, there's going to be a lot of people trying to creep back into blackness. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that at all. Because like we don't have the luxury, all the things we going through, even on this little small platform, to be shadow banned, have Google moderators in my chat, you know, having to go through things like that, just to give you an uplifting message to my own people. Yeah, it's insane, you know. But it just goes to show how important we are, and how important our separation is to them. Our not being unified is everything in a bag of chips for them. You understand? It's all that. Because oh man, creeping back in like Stacey Dash. Well, and what did she say? She said she wanted well, you know, I always wanted to marry a black man. Yeah, after that white man's daughters went and put them things to you. Now all of a sudden it's important to marry a black man. Get going, Stacey. And you know what was didn't she say something about was it the NAACP awards or Soul Train awards, or was it even Black History Month that she was talking against? You know, speaking of Black History Month being talked about, y'all remember that interview with Ben Crump? Megan, kind of like your father, John McClane. So like Die Hard? John McClane, like, you know, The Revenge of Hans Gruber? Oh, come on, man. But I mean, he's trying to liken, he's like, yeah, Joe Biden is kind of like your old dad, Megan. Yeah, you're actually right. He sure is just as anti-black as her father was. The one man who actually fought against having Arizona, his state, honor Dr. Martin Luther King Day as a holiday. What a great comparison, Ben Crump. Good job. Oh my God. Oh, and this other thing with him out there, and I told y'all last week, they are going to start pushing out both sides. So you're going to see the coons coming out on this side, the right and the left. And as we saw, we got this ignoramus last night, Tim Scott, who just comes out of his mouth. I don't even know why they got this dude talking. Well, yeah, I do. What am I saying? Of course, I know why they got this dude talking, because he's an idiot. Let me tell you once and for all, there is no slave. America's not racist. Not a racist country. Are you kidding? There's never been a place that has displayed more despicable actions of racism ever. But, it's always got to be one. And, we really can't be surprised about that guy, because, I mean, we already know, like I said, he's a moron. And they get these mush-mouth dudes out here, just like the sheriff that's out there in North Carolina. This dude, he goes, well, as soon as he started talking, I was like, okay, well, there's finna be some madness going on. How they deal with their losses, and they're trying to deal like they're stuck in between a rock and a hard place, because see, Operation hashtag abolish Dred Scott is in full effect. And with that being said, you have hashtag pull up summer / hashtag pull up era. And see, that goes multiple levels. Because again, like right now, we're in the situation of a bunch of these Zoom meetings. So, I mean, if you are so inclined that you actually have this information to get in some of these calls where these politicians are, man, make your voice known. Make your voice known. Sisters, make your voice known. Get on in there. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Absolutely. I mean, get on in there. Because see, again, this isn't just about the content creators. It is about everyone that is a part and that benefits. We all benefit from this. Because right now it's establishing a line of communication like we have never had before. We've never seen nothing like this before. And it's needed, So we have essentially, think about it like this. At this point, there are people who reach out to members of the new black media before the mainstream media can even get the information. That's pretty powerful. And with that being said, again, if you have something to say, by all means, get in there, get your voice heard, be a part. It ain't all about voting. It's about us, And a lot of people have a hard time breaking away from that. But right now, they should be able to see that these people aren't giving you nothing. The whole agenda of having a right and a left is to say, okay, left is white, right is white. Well, I have to pick the better of the two whites. Which one of them have done you any good in the last 400 years? I'll wait. See, somebody said to me, Well, I don't think we're going to have a pro-black president. Like pro-black president? So you think Joe Biden is pro-Asian or pro-LGBT or See, if people get so outrageously cowardly when it comes down to really stepping up for ourselves and speaking up for ourselves. Like, you won't even use your voice? Okay, well, then use your vote. Oh, you don't want to do that either. Well, with all these cops that have continued to attack our children and our people and our community since these last 100 days of Jim Crow Joe Biden, had that would have been Trump, you probably would have had a law passed by now, because he would have had to, or the Republican Party would be done forever. Strategic thinking, not emotional. So looking out for the group as a whole, we have to leverage what is in our power to leverage. Which is our voice, our money, our time, our energy, our focus, especially that. And so again, I speak against white supremacy because that is all of our common enemy. But more so, I speak to how special we are as a group and how none on the planet is like us. I mean, think about it. Everybody want to be us, but don't want to be us. There's a lot of people that aren't even considered in the conversation when you talk like that. Those people aren't even a thought. You know what I mean? So, again, something to look out for when just being out here. Keep your head on a swivel. Understand you're dealing with a kind of being that is very much aware that their time of, I should say, rulership is over. And it starts with how people view people. And we are definitely seeing these people in a different light as a whole. You know what I mean? At least I would hope people do. You know, because I'm sure there are people who still believe that they should justify that little girl getting killed. But I just want to remind you, when she had a knife, these people had guns and not one shot was fired. Now, how can that be? And times are changing, and it is in our favor. And one of the big things I want people to understand is with the changing of the times, we're going through growing pains, so I know things won't be easy. But I will say this. For the people who are tied to this and believe that these people on the screen have some kind of different type of energy in them and that will change, you're going to have to leave them folks behind. I mean, man, if these people will run up in there and go do that, what won't they do? You know what I'm saying? What won't they do? I'm telling y'all. So, with that being said, you know, this is the unguiding of false superiority. So we've seen, you know, dude flip out. You know, we've seen that, which is just crazy. Oh, definitely crazy. But classic. And it created such a stir, all because they needed to find an end to here we go. Let me bring that back up. They needed to find an end to attack buck breaking. Because see, buck breaking is also important because it exposes a lot of agendas. And for those of y'all who have been following my previous shows, y'all know I've told you about some of those meetings that my mother was in about this very same agenda. Um, so but with that being said, we're just gonna do this one more time. Uh, let's see. Can we get that full screen layout there? Let me go over here. All right, let's get that cracking.
Because you all made a mistake?
Not really, no.
So you want to get mad and hit the computer because you made a mistake? Because your company made a mistake? You want to take it out on me?
I'm not taking it out on you.
So why did you get mad and hit the computer? Why did you get mad and hit the computer?
Because I have mental.
I'm sure you're on camera, right?
Yeah, I am.
I'm sure you're on camera. So this is the type of people they have working here.
I gotta go, man. I'm gonna go. You ruined my life. You ruined my whole life, man.
Wow.
He fixes his hair.
You gotta be kidding me.
He might have been feeling the pressure.
Wow.
He might have been feeling the pressure of that future indictment from January 6th. Oh, Silent D.
Because you all made a mistake.
Oh, God. Oh. All right. All right. Well, Petty Vandross is about to check on out of here until my next live. Oh Lord. So I'm gonna try to do me some call-in thing. I'm gonna try to do a little call-in thing on my next broadcast. I want to talk to the foundational Black American family who is out there in these YouTube streets, in these Twitter streets, and in these Instagram streets. If you got something you want to say to the people, I want to offer that little platform and time to chop it up with y'all. Because, we interact a lot online and in these different comments and posts. So I definitely want to hear from the family and see what y'all got to say. Because y'all already know I know. Yeah. So this has been real. Again, keep your head on a swivel, stay vigilant, stay safe, and stay alive. Remember, foundational Black Americans and for those of our international family that are of the same spirit, Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen. Let it fall and let us rise. Okay. And so with that being said, you can follow me on Instagram at beatzillapdx. You can follow me on Twitter at beatzillapdx and on Melanated People, which is an app for the melanated family. Melanated People, you can get me at Michael Beatzilla Whitmore. And if you have any questions, show topics, you can email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And then also, if you feel so inclined, you could also, let's see, got that there. You can donate to this program, this platform, my little branch of the world of the new Black media, right here at CashApp $beatzillapdx. So, until next time, I think that is all. So again, just remember, these people aren't all they cracked up to be. Everything that glitters ain't gold. and you know, the smell of the is coming through the sugar. You did. And so with that being said, I will be back at 1:20 p.m. And I want to see what y'all got to say. So man, hope to see all y'all back here. Please, and I'll be doing that on Twitter and also here on my YouTube channel. So please like and subscribe this video, share this channel. You know, just trying to build. And please come back to the program for all the content creators that step by. You know, please, Foundational Black Americans, send me your info. You know what I'm saying? So again, email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's ourrealtruth@gmail.com. So, you'll be in class. Well, you know, that's a good thing. So I mean, that's understandable, Judah Queen. You can catch the replay. You can definitely catch the replay. So with that being said, family, I will holler at y'all in a minute. Peace and shalom.